Hello and welcome back to my channel, Brahmaloka Tarot, for another pick a card reading. We're asking, you asked for a sign, here it is. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards, and each pile has a different tarot deck that will be used. So let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1 has this card, the Restless Mind. And that is with Carnelian. That's Carnelian. Pile number 2, Equal Vision is the significator card. And that is with Yellow Jasper. And then pile number 3 is with Pure Devotees. And the stone is this beautiful rose quartz. It looks a little white here, but it is pale pink. So go ahead and take a look at these 3 piles. Take a little bit more time if you need to. Pause the video if you need to, but I'll give another minute or so for you to choose your piles, and then I will see you in your separate readings. Bye. Hello to pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile, then this will be your significator card, the Restless Mind. And this is your gemstone. It's the Carnelian in the shape of an angel. It's the same color as my nails. So I'll put the Carnelian gemstone over here, and we'll put your tarot cards off to the side. We'll start with the cards here. I have small cards, big cards, and anyhow, this was already prepared. I had pre-shuffled and prepared all of the cards already in advance. So taking a look at this, which is your significator card, the Restless Mind. And I was really getting that way. It was really interesting because when I was getting ready for the readings, your pile especially was, I just felt like almost super anxious. And I had to put myself in a better state of mind. So I put my headphones on and put some bilateral stimulation on with ocean sounds, which was really calming. So that was to help ease my restless mind prior to this reading, and I think maybe it has something to do with your reading as well, because that was like, it was a lot of restlessness that I was experiencing. And on the back here, it says chapter 6, verse 36. And I'm going to really butcher all of this, so I'm just going to read down here. The yoga practitioner whose mind is unbridled can never attain self-realization. Only one who has mastered the self and who strives by right means is assured of success. from the Gita, chapter 6, verse 36. Okay, let's put that over here and start your reading. And there is some movement here, if you look at this, where I think this is Krishna and Arjuna. I might be wrong at that, but it looks like there's movement here. The charioteer moving, you know, going into battle. You see all these arrows going this way and the horses moving forward. So just noticing there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement, and arrows I usually see as air, and you can see like the swirls of air here too in the background, the swirls. A battle in the mind. Let's take a look at your small cards first, and then your bigger cards. So the first one that, actually I'm going to take a look at this card first. This is from the Star Tarot, so it is a tarot card, but I decided to choose one tarot card that was separate from the tarot deck that we're reading from, and we'll take a look at this first. Whoa. The Nine of Swords. Definitely some mental anxiety, anguish, worry, caught in a web of delusion. Look at that. Look at this poor person who's just crying over all of this mental anguish. Air quality right there. Air. Mind. The mind is ruminating on things as well. Constantly going in these swirls. Round and round and round it goes. Never giving you any rest. What a restless mind right now. Here's a small card. Fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Rest assured. The restless mind and rest assured. Maybe that is, okay, yeah, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. You're having a lot of anxiety over something right now that's just bringing you in this loop of worry. I remember this quote that was hung up in my family's kitchen, and it said, worry is like a rocking chair. You rock and rock and rock, and it gets you nowhere. Okay, we've got, and these ones I have to take a look at the book here, just because I am still learning the astrology cards, but we've got the discrimination card here. Let's see what this is. So it's Venus in, okay, so this is Venus in Virgo in the 6th house. Okay, so there's definitely some transformation. It says here, it shows the need to be ultra selective, using all powers of discretion to attain aims. Nourishment, pleasure, perfectionism, love in practical ways, social activities, romantic interests, perfection and service, discrimination. Yeah, and the fox, I think that's a fox in the background. Yeah, a fox in the background right here. Foxes are sly, they are clever. You know, this is at least the archetype, or what we have placed upon the fox, which is, you know, yeah, they're definitely, they use their mind, they're clever, they're, yeah, they are full of creative ideas and how to, in a way, it's kind of even manipulative too. It can be, the fox can be sly like that. But there's love in the air, you see that, there's love, there's movement, there's transformation. And the 6th house, let's see here. I'm just looking through here. The 6th house is associated with health, wellness, and daily routines. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got, now this one, taking a look at this here. We've got Jupiter. Okay, so we've got Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 9th house. And it says here, Jupiter is gain, Sagittarius is optimism and adventure. And when this card appears, it will raise a matter of principle or life philosophy that's particularly related to the question. So the question for us, of course, today is, you asked for a sign, and here it is. So it says, with Jupiter in its own sign of Sagittarius, we see the perfect combination of planet and sign. For the lucky people with this aspect, the most satisfying way to enrich life is through broad, adventurous travel, both physically and mentally. Studying or living for a period with another culture is fulfilling for people described by this card. Yeah, philosophy or religion is important. Psychology. Yeah, okay. Anyhow, I was just taking a look at this book here. Okay. So discrimination and principle. So far, very logical, you know, very analytical, and maybe that's what keeps you right now within your brain space, your mind space, and there's some mental turmoil, as we have seen so far. But you asked for a sign, and this is saying that the sign is there, it's coming to fruition. Your dreams and visions will come to fruition. We've got a lot more cards to get through, so here's a couple of other smaller cards here. This one says rose with passion on the bottom. Big pink rose in the center here. And it says token of good fortune, joy, and love, with new romance and deepening of love. You see that? I think I have to put that right here. Maybe. We'll see. Huh. And I might have to actually move this a little bit. Okay. Then it says ship. Again, lots of movement. This says discovery at the bottom of this card and news from distant lands. Successful journey and voyage of life. This is movement across the ocean of Vritti, ocean of, or what is it? The ocean of the mind waves, the mind currents, the thought currents, even the emotional currents within the mind and body. There is movement through that, and as you can see, there's you're sailing through it. There's an aspect of, yeah, there's a lot of movement here for you. The restless mind, lots of movement. Okay, we've got child. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, requires love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Child. This is a highly spiritual group for sure, because what it's showing me is this, what I hear in my ears is you are a child of God. You are a child of the universe, and the universe wants what is best for you. The universe doesn't want you to be in this space right now. So you asked for a sign, and this is your sign today, that there's movement through to a more restful state of mind, a rested state of mind. And just be assured that this is coming for you. This is coming to you and for you, because you are a child of the universe. The divine wants you to know this. Number 12 with the porcupine. The porcupine is interesting because I wouldn't get near that porcupine without knowing there's the possibility of me being shot by those spikes. You know, that's their self-defense. That is their main self-defense that porcupine has. So there's some bristliness, some hairiness to your energy, to your mind. Yeah, and frustration. See, you're trying to fit this square box into a round hole. It's not even square, a rectangular box into a round hole. And it's just not happening. So there's a level of frustration. I'm even frustrated right now. That was kind of how I was experiencing it in the body and mind. I was just like so frustrated by this. Like, when is this going to be over? Oh my God. Like, yeah, there's no way of navigating through this with your own mind, because it's beyond that. It's almost like the universe is asking you to leave your mind out of it, to like get out of your mind. Number 6 with Baneberry, just ask. Just ask, Baneberry. What do you need to know? Just ask. Yeah, the divine wants you to ask. ask them for help. And then with number 3, we've got the 3 and 6 and 9 in here a lot. The 6 and the 9, do you see that? And the 1 and 2 adds up to a 3. 3, 6, and 9, there's connection to those numbers. There's an expansion, a connection to the higher self, to God, consciousness, to harmony within the self. And this, you might be a Gemini, or you might not. It's just the energy that's being read. And this curiosity, is it not like being a child? You know, this curiosity, this state of curiosity. Being curious about the mind and why the mind does this, you know, why the mind decides to, yeah, why the mind does this. I'm gonna just move these over a little bit because I do have one other card here. It's from the Rumi card. It says the Sacred Phoenix Heart in 2-1. So we got 2-1, 1-2 on the table. That might be significant for you, those numbers, or that combination of numbers, 1-2-2-1 or 2-1-1-2, or 21, 12. Sacred Phoenix Heart. Well, the phoenix rises from the ashes and is born again, is rebirth. Right? So that phoenix rising is very symbolic right now. There is something that is needing to be released right now from your mind, and there is a level of frustration that you're experiencing right now, because it's like whatever you're doing, it's not working. You're trying to think yourself out of it, and that's exactly, oh, and Gemini is, by the way, like a very analytical type of astrological sign. Like if you're in that sign, you're highly intelligent. You are a highly intelligent human being, and you can't think your way out of this. So you're highly frustrated about it, because it's like, why am I feeling this way? I'm so restless. I'm so anxious. I can't get the work that I need to do done. There's a lot that I need to do, and I can't seem to get my ducks in a row right now. What the heck is going on? And just know that you're going through this because you are being rebirthed. Yeah. Let's see what your tarot cards say, so we can get more of an idea of what's going on. Ooh, okay. So this is the 8 of Cups. We got the 8 of Cups first, which is walking away from something that is no longer working for you. So walking away from maybe just constantly overanalyzing and thinking that that's the way to do it. Like it's kind of like, you know, you've used your discrimination, you used your discernment, you've been very practical about it all, and you still can't seem to get out of it. What about bringing in this love instead of pushing through it from like a mind state? Which is very difficult for you because that's where you live. You're highly intelligent. You're an intellectual. You probably love to research and study and read books, and you know, you might be a scientist. You might be someone who uses their brain on a daily basis for like highly critical, don't know, like just like a high, you might hold a job that requires you to be in this critical mind state all the time, you know, and that's great and all, but there's a point where you just, you know, if you're trying to level up, and be in a less restless state, a more relaxed and more joy-filled state, there's some that level of analysis, you kind of have to let it go. There's this analysis paralysis that is happening to you, and what you can do, what actually during this time you've asked for a sign, and the sign is love, bringing in more love into the situation, loving yourself, embracing where you're at, letting go and walking away from some of these frustrations, some of the analysis paralysis, that hamster wheel that keeps on turning in your mind over and over and over, the same thing, same stuff over and over. And no matter what route you choose, you just can't think your way through it. It's because there's this divine love that's trying to move in and trying to help you through this all, because it is not all you. This is ego, you know, the ego when you're trying to think out your way out of it. That's not how it works. There is a certain level of discrimination that you need in order to level up and be at a higher state of vibration, and, you know, leveling up in your life and in meditation, in your meditation practice. But this isn't going so well for you. Love, let love in, okay? That's the way to do it. Token of good fortune, joy, and love. New romance, deepening of love. There is divine love coming through for your assistance right now, and it's being kind of blocked by your mind, you know, not allowing it in. So the one thing that might be helpful for you is just asking for help, going to prayer, you know, being really intentional about it and say, hey, listen, I surrender. I throw up my hands because this is too much for me to handle now on my own, and I want divine help. That's all you need to ask. And the rest is, yeah. So the Hanged Man, see, number 12. This is seeing things from a different perspective. Right now, you might be at a standstill with how you're thinking and going about certain situation. Whatever the situation is, it's just not working. You can't think your way out of it. And so what we're trying to do is give you a different perspective. This sign, you asked for it. This is your sign. Your sign is to, you know, pray, to actually like surrender to this process. Say, okay, I understand. I can't think my way through this. I am asking for this higher level of assistance to come help me now. And by the way, that assistance is you ultimately. Like, we are all one. And we are also we have a multiplicity. We live in this duality world. We, you know, we can see God in it all, though. You know, this level of love is permeated through this entire universe, external and internal. So just ask the divine, ask with a open mind and an open heart. Say something to the effect of, listen, universe, I understand that you're trying to teach me something. Open my mind and my heart space. Help me to do that, because I am having a lot of trouble right now, and I really need your assistance to help me get through this blockage. My mind is going crazy, and it's making me feel really restless and uneasy, and I can't do anything. I'm feeling really terrible right now, and I need your assistance. Can you please help me? Just ask, and your angels and everything will come to your assistance. It's just like a child. And this is the 10 of Swords. You've come to the end. You've completed something. You've come to the end of the roads. This is truly the card of surrender. So it's really nice that we see that, because you have to walk away from the way that you've been doing it, trying to like get through this blockage on your own through the power of your mind. It's not even that anymore. This goes beyond the mind state, okay? So you've come to an impasse. You're at the hanged man state. You're kind of like hanging there, wondering what steps you need to take next, okay? And what this is saying is, you don't even need to take the steps. What you have to do is just surrender and say, hey, okay, I get it. I need help. Divine, please help me. That's the state of surrender. That's what this sign is. The sign is really just asking for help, because this restless mind, it's like, yeah, it's just this monkey mind, you know, and it will bring you into some pretty dark places if you let it. So the best way to go about it is this bhakti yoga process right now. Since we're in the Kali Yuga, it's really difficult to like try and think your way out of it. Like I give kudos to any jnana yogis out there who are like true jnana yogis. But the prescription these days for the majority of us folks who can't follow the strictness of this jnana yoga path is bhakti yoga, is devotion and love to the divine, this surrendering to divine love, to love itself, to you, to the process of getting to know yourself through divine love and devotion. So that is bhakti yoga. If you need to take a look at it, go ahead and look it up, research it, you know, do your due diligence, of course. And it says here, discrimination and principle, like be practical, do your due diligence. Don't just like dive into something that you're not quite aware of, but do know that the divine is waiting for you to ask now for assistance. Like the divine is always there for you. Don't get me wrong, but there's something, you know, your mind at this point is just like blocking you from this. You know, when I told you in the beginning about this, like I was really anxious and I had to like sit with my headphones on listening to bilateral stimulation music with the ocean waves. Maybe something like that would help you too, to just get you settled a little bit more so that you can actually come into a more receptive state. Okay, I think that's all I have for you right now. Pile number 1. Give me a thumbs up if you like this reading, if you resonated. I really hope that you did. I really appreciate you guys and all that you do here, and I'm sorry that you're going through this level of frustration, but do believe me that once you actually, you know, give that up to God and just say, hey, listen, I need some help here, the divine will take over. Okay. And that's a good thing. Then you don't have to worry so much, you know, it's not yours to worry about anymore. You know, everything will start smoothing out. So, and be less prickly like the porcupine prickles. Yeah, so give me a thumbs up if you like my reading. Subscribe to my channel. Go down to the comment section, comment away, and let me know what you liked and what I could do better at. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Hello to pile number 2, and thank you for joining me today. If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card. It is Equal Vision. Equal Vision. And you have the beautiful yellow Jasper as your stone. And this is in the form or shape of a beautiful angel. So I'm going to put that over here for now. We have your tarot deck right here. I'll put it off to the side until we can use it in a little bit. I'm going to be starting off with just taking a look at the significator card and then heading into your reading after that. So taking a look at this card, it looks like Krishna right here. Very strong avatar energy, equal vision. Let's take a look on the back here. So in the Gita, it's chapter 5, verse 18. I'm not going to read this part because it's hard for me to do that without butchering all the... I just don't want to butcher something that's beautiful. So let's see. It says, by virtue of transcendental knowledge, the wise see the same divine truth in all beings. From the wise and gentle priest to the cow, the elephant, a dog, or even the outcast dog eater. Yeah, outcast dog eater. Chapter 5, verses 18, or verse 18, equal vision. So seeing God, I think I said this in the first, in the first pile, but seeing God everywhere and everyone and everything, seeing the divine in everyone and everything. Inside and outside too, seeing the divine within yourself. So today we are asking, you asked for a sign. So this card spread, here it is. We asked for a sign, here it is. You asked for a sign, here it is. So let's take a look at your cards and see what sign that is, or signs that is. Okay, so we start off with this tarot card. It is from the Star Tarot deck, and it is the Two of Pentacles right here. Aligning energy, balanced energies. You can see an equal balance of the dark and the light, right? They're equal vision, harmony. Equal vision, harmony. Let's take a look at your smaller cards here. So you've got Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Gaia. Okay. Let's take a look at this card. Two of Pentacles and Gaia. Very, very beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at this card in here. I've been looking at this, learning some astrology, so bear with me as I look at this, but I'm using this right now to kind of gain more understanding of astrology with these cards. I really like these cards too. So it's the sun, as we have said, in Libra, which is again a balance. Libra is the scales of balance. So Sun is fortune, Libra is sense of justice and beauty, and then it's in the 7th house. So let's see. Marriage and close relationships. Is that correct? Okay, let's see. Close relationship, although it can also show that one or the other party tends to be pushily dominant. The Harmony card also points to talent in the field of public relations and sales. Important social gatherings and reunions. Extravagant tastes, a difficult decision to make, pact or agreement, diplomatic action, being called into adjudicate a situation. Let me see something really quick. I'm looking at the 7th house astrology. So it represents partnerships, close friendships, lovers, relations. It's associated with the energy of Libra, so that is interesting that the Sun is in Libra in the 7th house. So it's really like a strong sense of balance in here. So like what you ask for a sign, and the sign is obviously about balance and harmony. Okay, let's take a look at your other cards as well. Feather with the spiritual realm. Need for concentration is on one side, and then on the other side says upcoming release from a lingering worry. Well, that's really nice to see that, right? Upcoming release from a lingering worry. Everything's coming into balance. You're seeing the balance of the universe. You're seeing the polarities. You're balancing out. You're seeing karma being balanced out. You're seeing your karma being balanced out, kind of going to a 0 scale. Mouse. We've got the mouse here with persistence. Domestic concerns are expected. And need to be cautious of credit deals. Okay, conservation. Awareness, quiet, being quiet as a mouse. Okay, let's take a look at this. Egg with new life and successful new beginning. Problems can be overcome by action. So there's this equal balance between like action and inaction, right? Between pushing forward and this persistence and this new life, and then also being quiet, like the mouse, kind of observing. There's this level of observation and silence and quiet that's needed in order for you to really be balanced within your own mind space. Trustworthy guidance. Your spiritual team is really trying to make it known that you are being taken care of now. You've asked for it. You've asked for the help, and now you're being taken care of. So it says you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So a creative idea, a business idea, a side hustle, you know, starting a project, starting something new. Maybe doing something that you haven't, yeah, it's just coming into okay, so your life is coming into a more harmonious state now than ever has before. I don't know where to put this. I think I'm going to put it like this, okay? So your life is balancing out. You have been really, there's been an unevenness and almost an unfairness in your life that has created disharmony in the past. There is this divine connection that is coming in now as trustworthy guidance, coming in as your guides, angelic guides and guidance, maybe Krishna. I don't know if you worship Krishna or you have like an affinity towards Hinduism, Vedanta, spirituality in that way, or if you've connected with just your being able to settle your mind through meditative practice. But whatever you're doing, there's a rebalancing of the scales of karma. And this is where the divine is really coming in and helping you at this point in time, because they see that you've struggled so much and this needs to happen. It's something that needs to happen. It's how karma works. With wolf, with the number 15, wolf, howling at the moon. There's a full moon there. Wolf is a really strong spirit animal and totem animal. I think this may be one of your guides coming in now that is showing you the way really strongly right now. Strong angelic guidance, strong animal spirit guidance. You have like a really strong spirit team that's coming in. I mean, look at this. Krishna. And then the feathers are showing also like guidance here. You've got the mouse, you've got birds. There's a lot of like animals that are coming through. Look at all the birds, all this guidance coming through for you, wanting to help you to create this harmony within your life now. This part of your life moving forward is going to, I think, you know what, some of the signs too, okay, there's so much going on in the mind right now. Okay, I got to get myself straight here. So you've got, I'm just looking at it now, and there's so many things coming through. The feathers, that's one of the signs. If you are seeing wolves or mice, like a mouse or mice, if you're seeing flying feathered creatures, birds of sorts, those are your signs. You asked for a sign, here it is. Your spirit guides are a lot of animal guides. If you see this blue man here, that's Krishna. That's also one of your guides. This angel, these angels are coming through, angelic guidance. If you see light at the corner of your eyes, little orbs and all that, that's guidance. There's a lot of synchronistic events that are coming through for you right now, and there's so much that they want to show you, and they can only do that when you're bringing yourself into this space of awareness. Okay, like this mouse here. They're teaching you how to be independent and aware. Yeah, come into harmony with yourself and in union with the opposites. You know, I love all my opposites and I integrate them with ease. That's what they're saying to me right now for an affirmation for you. I love all of my opposites and I integrate them with ease. there's a level of protection here for you. Look at this. It looks just the same. Yeah, I love all of my opposites and I integrate them with ease. These are your protectors, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your spirit team. They're coming through for you now. Tobacco, oh, tobacco. The guru, the guru. Tobacco is interesting because it is used by indigenous tribes across the world to connect with higher realms or the spirit realms. So maybe you are working with the spirit of tobacco, maybe you are working with actual tobacco, and that still holds the spirit of tobacco. Now, this is the number 20. That might be significant for you as well. The guru, right there. You have so much guidance right now. It's crazy. It's so crazy. This is so great. I'm really happy for you guys. In pile number 2, look at all the signs. Mandrake, obsession with the number 26. Well, that's a different energy right there too. Obsession. Let me take a look at the other cards too. I'm gonna saturate. I'm going to sit with that one for a minute here. Okay, Virgo energy. Where did I see Virgo energy before? Was it in pile number 1? There was some Virgo energy, I think. Oh, and that makes sense with the obsession too. So clearing your space. There's clearing right here, the number 6. That's really important right now, that you do some cleansing and clearing of your aura, of your space, your actual home, and that'll bring you into increased receptivity to connect with the divine and your spirit guides. Okay, where do I put this? Wow, there were, okay, no, there weren't 3 of them. I thought there was. Okay, I'm gonna have to just move this around a little bit. I don't know how much I can actually move, but we shall see. Just give me a moment here. I'm just kind of creating a little bit more room for this. Yeah, there we go. And this was fine here, and that was fine. Okay, we've got one more card here, and it is Passion of the Wild Red Mother with the number 36. There's again the numbers 3, 6, 6 here, 15, 20, 26. I'm just looking at the numbers a little bit. 7. Look at all this red. There's definitely an increase in passion of the Wild Red Mother. Let me take a look at the guidebook for this one. I really love the way that Rumi writes and the way this is expressed. So let's take a look real quick, okay? I'm really interested. Rumi Oracle right here. So we've got the number 36. Okay, 36, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logic restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spears live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too. Wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think you give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games are of reason and logic. Of course, you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense, but I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the wild red mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. Ooh. So yeah, you may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you're a healer devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with the ancient wisdom. Lay aside the despair, lay aside doubt and the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. This actually connects really well with pile number 1. I'm just telling you that because there was a lot of frustration in that pile, but there was also so much of the same signs and synchronicities in some way, like the divine love is coming through for you. For your group, it's harmony, this divine union, this harmony, this, I don't know, it's it's beautiful. See, you're being asked to connect with the spirits, connect with yourself, connect with the God self within, okay? Because that's going to bring you to this ecstatic love, this wild passion for the divine. And that in and of itself is going to break you free from the molds of society, from the molds of your own constraints within your head. Yeah, these obsessions within your mind. There is a total opening of the mind, a letting go, a release, and you are completely protected right now. So don't be worried about, letting loose. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You asked for a sign. What is it? Woo, okay, got 2 right here. Hold on a sec. They flew out. There's 2 right here. Let me get 1 more. You asked for a sign. Yeah. You, pile number 2, asked for a sign. The Magician. It just like stuck right there. We will keep it there then. Okay, we're going to keep it there. The Magician. You asked for a sign. There it is. The Divine Alchemist. The alchemist of your own life. You have all of the tools right now at hand. And there is a rebalancing, absolutely a rebalancing that's bringing you into greater harmony, especially moving forward in this new part of your life. Yeah. 5 of Wands. That competitiveness, that fighting within the mind. There's just so much that just was playing against you at one point. And now it's, this is like, maybe you can come into this understanding of this divine ecstatic love and joy. You can actually play around with it, play around in this Maya state. And recognize that we are all one. So then you can just play. Then you have fun because you know that you're just playing. This is all a, mind game. So why not have it more fun? You can do that because you are the Magician. 3 of Cups. that's, yes, a celebration. Celebration, being able to, and then the 3 again, there's, I don't know what it is with the 3s recently. There's this expansion. Oh, yeah, this expansion. I'm just like, I'm holding my face because I'm just in awe of this. There's so much, oh, so much that is coming to you. And I think the signs are like blatantly in our face right here. If you can't see it, then it's just because there's, you're still coming into harmony. Then you are still kind of working through some of this, you know, this fighting, you know, these games that are happening. And when you know the game and you have the tools to play the game, then it's not so bad. It's actually kind of, it can be fun. You know, you can play the game. You don't have to play the game, any other people's games. You can play the game by your own rules at this point. The 3 of Cups is a celebration. Definitely stepping into this celebratory mode. You are leveling up, my friends. Group number 2. Group number 1 as well. Yeah. I think there's like definitely a connection to all these groups. I think even group 3 will be connected as well. Okay, so I think this is your, this is the end of the reading. I think that's what we're going to keep it at. Beautiful reading. We got the 3 tarot cards. We got the oracle cards. We've got so much to be grateful for right now. So much union, so much harmony, so much love, so much connection, so much expansion. Oh, yeah. The guides are wanting to make themselves known in your pile especially. So here you go. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. If you liked this reading, please subscribe to my channel. That is one of the ways that you can make sure that you never miss one of my readings when it pops up. And comment in the comment section below. Let me know what's working out for you well, and what synchronistic events are happening for you, what signs you're seeing in your life moving forward. And I really wish you the best, pile number 2. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile, then this is your card, your significator card. It says Pure Devotees. And this is your stone, the rose quartz crystal, in the shape of a beautiful angel. We'll put that over to the side here so that the angel can be with us. I'll put your tarot cards off to the side. We'll be using that in a little bit. And let's get started with your oracle cards here. We've got a whole bunch to get through, but I've been kind of tuning into this card initially just to take a look at, you know, what energy is being brought to the table right away. So let's see. Pure Devotees. We're going to take a look at this. So this is from the Gita Oracle, and it says chapter 10, verse 9 from the Gita. I am not going to read this here. I'm going to read below here because I will botch that. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me, and they derive great satisfaction and joy, enlightening one another and speaking about me. Holy company. Paying attention to who you surround yourself with and what you choose to consume on a daily basis, meaning consumption of just the words that people say, consumption of news and media, social media. It can be anything that you consume on a daily basis, YouTube videos, whatever it may be. But being aware of that and knowing that, you know, the more that you surround yourself with the, you know, holy company, or the devotees of that's holy company as well, the more that you speak with them and, you know, connect with them, the greater your love, the greater the connection to your divine, your divinity within. That's what it's saying so far. Let's take a look at your first card here. The Star Tarot deck is what this one's coming from, and so this is a tarot card. We'll take a look at what tarot card you have. Eight of Wands. This is a beautiful Eight of Wands. It's really cool. So there's electric starburst effect from the heart. Look at that. There's just so much directed energy to the heart and from the heart. Do you see that? Directed energy to the heart, like zoop. And then these stars like coming out of the heart too. This explosion of, wow, of energy, directed energy, heart, love energy. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at these other cards here. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yeah, expanded awareness. Pulling yourself in and observing. Yeah, observing your thoughts, observing yourself, observing nature. Which, you know, that pulling inward, you know, pulling inward and, you know, observing the heart space, resting there for a little bit, sitting in deep contemplation and thought. Well, not even thought, deep contemplation and meditation. Deep focus on the heart space, you know, will create this expansion that extends beyond oneself to your community and beyond that even. Such a beautiful expansive energy right now. Domination, interesting. So this is, what is this? I gotta take a look at that. Oracle of the Radiant Sun Astrology Oracle cards. So let's see what this says for domination here. It is Mars and Sagittarius in the 9th house. You see that? Mars and Sagittarius in the 9th house. Mars is action. Sagittarius is optimism and adventure. So Mars and Sagittarius in the 9th house says, you know, it could mean that, you know, you're being pressured by someone or applying too much pressure to someone else. There's a pressure. So it's indicating a need to stand back and detach oneself in order to see the truth of a situation. So that's what this observation card is asking of you as well. And the 9th house has to do with like expansion, you know, spiritual expansion as well. So there's this real fine line between, you know, when you're walking the spiritual path, it's easy to get sucked into the rigidity of religion. It's like that dogmatic religion or religious behaviors or thought patterns. And then, you know, but without structure, sometimes that can also be a hindrance as well, because there, you know, without a little bit of structure, like sitting for meditation, every day, or doing some sort of like practice for yourself, you can get easily ungrounded and then deluded. You know, there's a lot of potential for self-delusion here too. And yeah, and I think there's that push and pull, that pressure. So in order to expand yourself beyond those constraints, observation is key. Let's take a look at these small cards here. Oh, look at this turtle with harmony. Harmony came up a lot in pile number 2. So pile number 3, you asked for a sign. Here it is. Maybe that sign is to look at pile 2 as well. I'm just saying. Health of the environment and lifestyle. And it says on the other side, unexpected and unforeseen victory. Interesting. What's the victory? What is this? The wolf. Oh, and if you need any other confirmation, the wolf showed up in pile number 2 as well. So again, if you have a desire to look at pile number 2, this is a second confirmation at this point. That is one of your other signs. It says underneath the wolf, it says wildness. On one side, it says you will be challenged by someone. And then something or somebody holding you back. That might be the domination there. There's someone, or just even your own mind. There's this push and pull, this tug of war going on within the mind space. And if this isn't the mind, it might be, you know, if it's in real life, the mind is what creates our reality, right? But if it's in the world that we see, the reality that we are seeing right now, it might be someone within your own community that is creating some discord. They're trying to power over you in some way. And this might be even a person of power who has a level of authority, maybe in your religious, following. If you do follow religion, it may be a guru who has, you know, some authority over what's going on, and you have like this tug of war going on within the mind space that is just requiring you to use your discernment and your observational skills. You are a very highly intelligent being, and you do not need someone else telling you what you need to do. You don't need that. I'm kind of getting mad at that, really. I don't want you to feel like you need to do something because someone else tells you to. That just, yeah, you know, that just feels gross. It feels bad. No one should tell you what to do. Like I said, there is a fine line, a balance with all these things, right? It requires a little bit of structure initially for us spiritual folks walking the spiritual path to create a good habit, like good habits, right? Good observational skills. Maybe you do have a seated meditation practice. Maybe you practice yoga asanas. Maybe you do breath work exercises. You do something. Maybe you write, you journal every single morning or every single evening, and that's what you do to really gather your thoughts and contemplation. And whatever it is that you do, there's a certain level of structure that's needed, but then beyond that can be a little tricky at times. If you don't use your own discernment, always question the self, always question others, question their motives, question what's going on. spirituality isn't to be led by others and, you know, with blind faith. You know, you have to use your mind as well. This says, let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. So if there's been something that's burdening you from the past, this is asking you to please let it go. It's just holding you back at this point. And remember that us spiritual folks, we're here to constantly observe the moment, to observe the from one moment to the next. That constant observation, that skill in observation, it's a muscle that can be trained. And, you know, dwelling in the past is not present, is not the present moment, right? Focusing so much on the future is not the present either. So, yeah, but the past, there might have been something or someone in your life who's been trying to power over you, or you maybe have had some authority figures, parental figures, like I said, religious figures in your family, in your life, in your life or in your community, that have been really like steering you up until this point, and you really don't need that. You can be self-directed. You are self-directed at this point. We've got the frog with the number 38. The frog is cleansing, purification, renewal. The frog totem or frog energy, the frog medicine is a really strong medicine. It really is. When you're going through spiritual awakening, frog medicine is something that you can definitely ask the frog to help, frog medicine to help with, for it to, and it's good luck too, actually. I think the frog is good luck. I really love frogs. I had a toad that was living with me in my garden for, 6 months or something like that, and it was just wonderful to have. Let's take a look here. Rejection. Interesting. What are you rejecting here? Maybe this is just, actually, this is good. Maybe you're just putting a stop to this dominant person or people, this community, and you're creating your own community at this point. I keep on saying it at this point. Okay. Castor bean, castor oil. Is that from the castor? Release the past. Let your past go. Wow. With the number 31. Okay. So this is really double confirmation here. What's your sign? Right? You asked for a sign. Here it is. Let your past go. If you can't do that, listen to pile number 2. Listen to pile number 1. Pile number 2. It's like, actually, all the piles today have been it's been connected in a lot of ways. So if you have any inkling to take a look at either of the others, I would highly suggest that, especially pile number 2, but definitely pile number 1 as well would be one to take a look at. And castor bean, you can take a castor oil. It's kind of funny because people use castor oil for a plethora of reasons, and one of the reasons is for like constipation. I know that a lot of people don't use that internally. You don't really have to. You can use a castor oil pack on your stomach with a little bit of heat, and that infuses into the body and helps to relieve constipation from that way as well. In the past, people have used little bits of castor oil, ingested it, and that helps lubricate, the bowels enough to be able to have a good bowel movement. And this is my nursing background that just just a little tidbit here and there. You need, in order to let the past go, if you've been having like any constipation, any issues with constipation, honestly, I think that it's because it's connected to you holding on so much. You know, you having trouble with letting things go. That's a really personal thing. So maybe that's not you. Maybe you have like the opposite problem, but nevertheless, this is your sign. Let the past go. And these, the frog medicine, these angels, the castor bean spirit, and your community is trying to help you out with that. And so is your heart. Your heart is like the strongest. It's so strong. Your heart can show you the way if you just listen to it, you know? Oh yeah, and also the wolf, the turtle. You have a lot of animal spirit guides. You have plant spirit guides. You have your holy company guides. Yeah, you have angelic guidance. You have spiritual guidance. The Pisces, the number 12, intuition. Follow your intuition. Yeah, you're on point. You don't need anyone else to tell you what to do, how to do it, where to go, how to be, how to act, who to be. Okay, I'm just kind of like I'm putting all this a little bit over here. Okay, because we got one more card here. It says Layla with the number 34. I'm going to take a look in the book. This is the Rumi Oracle. I love Rumi. I do. I really love reading all of his stuff, actually. Let's take a look at the Rumi Oracle, number 34. It says Layla, and I don't know exactly what that one is. It doesn't normally pop out for me, so let's see why pile number 3 it's popping out for you. Okay, I'm going to read this. It says, put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless, become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, become like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gatherings of drunks, be a drunkard, become drunk. Your thought takes a course dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought, let your heart lead, be a leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb, be a comb. Rumi. And I'm just going to read a little bit about this here. This is just so beautiful. That's why I have to go to it. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Yeah, this dominance. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart heating or beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt. Finally, gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted.
O beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild, universal heart. In that field of love, all electronic device goes haywire, systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. Yeah. See this? That's your true heart. Centered, open, receptive, unchanged from the chaos that stars are born out of, that the destructive forces break. You are beyond all of that. So, wow, pile number 3. Such a highly spiritual, highly intuitive group. Your message is really clear. It's like clear yourself of all of those things that are trying to dominate you and pull your energy away from the true self. Don't allow that. Let your past go. Let all of that go. Reject it. Don't allow it within your space. That's the purification process right there with the frog. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. You asked for a sign. Here it is. Let's take a look at these. I think we have 3 cards. Whoops. Okay, first card, 4 of Wands. Union, stability, divine union. I'm getting divine union. Divine union and stability. And look at that huge full moon. That intuition is steering the way. Okay, let's see. 7 of Pentacles. Wow, look at that. Look at the 7 of Pentacles. That's enjoying, kind of like, do you see this? I think that is, I don't know if I'm correct, but it looks like a black widow. Nevertheless, it's a big spider that has woven all of these pentacles. Look at that. And it's just sitting back now and waiting and enjoying the fruits of its labor. For now, it's just waiting now. Yeah. So let's we'll see one more here. 4 of Cups. So you got the 4s here. 4, 7, 4. Look at that with the armadillo. 4 of Cups. That is, the observation right there. That is the turning inward. This distaste for just people, things, people, worldly pursuits. Like, it's not giving you the happiness that you truly deserve, that you really are hoping for. This longing within your heart is it's beyond all that worldly, all the worldly possessions. It doesn't matter. What matters is what's within the heart, what lies within you. You're trying to find that out. You're going for gold here. You're going for the ultimate. You want to know yourself. And having a group of highly devoted individuals who are also devoted to walking the spiritual path, it's really nice to have that, to have that connection. I'm going to do maybe, should I do one more card? I mean, I don't know. Okay. Let me see. If there's one more card that pops out, then that's great. If there's anything else that pile 3 needs to know at all about this sign. Okay. Okay, so let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. It's coming along. Yeah. This Knight of Pentacles coming right. It's a slow progress, right? Slow progress. It's finally coming to fruition. And the fruition, coming to fruition is really just like actually being able to see now the divine within this world. Oh, I'll put it over here. Yeah, actually being able to see the divine within this world. Seeing the divinity within yourself, seeing the divinity within others, not allowing others to dictate, you know, what you should be doing, how you should act, how you should be doing this and that, how you should be blah, 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 blah. You know, use your discernment. Use your heart. Like, your heart knows the way. Your mind knows the way. You're highly intelligent. There's nothing that you need. You know, there's no one, like, oh God. It frustrates me because, like, I hope that you know that you are all powerful, that you are such a strong being of light, and your guru is within you. You don't need someone else to be telling you what to do. Don't look outside yourself, look inward. And I might be preaching to the choir here, quite honestly, because I think, like, group 3, you are highly spiritual. All the groups today are highly spiritual, highly evolved beings who are going through a pretty serious, like, spiritual awakening recently. So kudos to you on that. And I hope you're taking care of yourselves. Just, like, make sure to get enough rest, enough sleep, enough food, you know, to ground yourself, ground your energies. Anyhow, I think that's where I'm going to stop, because there's not much more I can tell you. You know, you asked for a sign, here it is. You are your own guru. Make sure to hang out with, you know, people who are also working towards the path. Like, make sure you are being a little bit more picky with who you hang out with and what you decide to bring into your energy field at this point in time. Let your past go and move forward slowly but surely. You are on the path to knowledge of self. Okay. So group number 3, this was your reading. I hope that it resonated for you. And if you liked my reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a reading. And go down to the comment section and go ahead and comment. Let me know how things are going. And if there's anything that I ever need to, you know, work on, please let me know. I am open to some valid criticism here. Yeah. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful weeks ahead. And until next time, I will see you in my other readings. Bye for now.